My name is Lana Ruse, and I have the honor of being your host for this incredible evening. So let's tell you what we got stacked up for you today. If you don't know, She Is Speed is a wonderful little show, not biased at all, where we feature women in speedrunning who run games with female protagonists. So we are all about bumping up the ladies on this show, you know. So we have some incredible tactical strategy games for you tonight. We will be starting with Octopath Traveler, followed by Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is going to be absolutely incredible. Before we get started, just a couple announcements. Make sure to check out our highlights channel, which features standout moments from our Hotfix shows. Use !highlights in Twitch chat to learn more. Also, friendly reminder that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support our weekly Hotfix content. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy these weekly Hotfix shows. So first off, to start our show, we have the lovely Lori D. Bunnykins, who will be showing off Octopath Traveler, Ophelia's story. Take it away.
All right. Hello. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Lori D. Bunnykins. You can just call me Lori. And I really like this game. So, for those not in the know, Octopath Traveler is a kind of open world JRPG, is kind of the best way I can put it. We're going to have 8 characters, and we can do their stories in any order. As soon as we finish the first chapter of the first character we pick, we can literally do anything in the game in any order. So, the goal of Ophelia's story is going to be to complete Ophelia's 4th story chapter, which is the final chapter of her individual solo story. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Ophelia is the cleric. She is very kind, very sweet, and very magically inclined. She, I think, has the highest elemental attack stat in the game. Even over the Scholar, who is this game's Black Mage. This game also has path actions. Each character has something they can do on the overworld to NPCs that can do things like give them items, special effects in battle, things like that. Ophelia can guide NPCs, which means that she can temporarily add them to the party and then summon them into battle. And that is actually one of the more useful ones. There are 2 types of travelers, 2 types of party members, Noble and Rogue. When it comes to path actions, Noble means that you are always guaranteed to succeed in the path action as long as you're a high enough level. Being a Rogue means that you can go for any path action on any NPC, no matter what level they are. However, it has a percentage chance to fail. So, Ophelia being a noble who can guide, you can very easily get very good NPCs on your side. And I'm immediately going to be doing that. At the end of all these cutscenes, we're going to be on our way to the first dungeon, the Cave of Origin. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to buy a quartz rod for slightly higher magic attack. And then I'm going to be guiding this Cavern Patron. And these 2 things will make the first couple of bosses we fight in the run a lot more possible, to put it easily. So, when we get into the first dungeon path here, the path to the Cave of Origin, and we get introduced to fighting enemies, we get introduced to this game's battle mechanics, which I'll show off a little bit here. So the first major mechanic is breaking. Enemies have weaknesses that deplete their shield bar, and when you completely deplete their shield, they get broken, which means that they can't move for the rest of that turn, any of the next turn, and they take double damage. So that's going to be really important to do throughout the run, is breaking enemies. Not only so that they take more damage, but also so that they don't hurt us. I also, when I was showing off Break, I ran away from the enemy, but then I also just ran away from that guy there. You can try and run from any enemy in this game, however, if every enemy in a field encounter is broken, you guaranteed get the fleet. So it's kind of a risk-reward here in the early game, whether you want to go for the instant flee or whether you want to try and break the enemy first. I tend to opt to just go for the random flee, so hopefully it works out. Yeah, it works out. So we're coming up on the first boss here. We're going to get a cutscene here, which resets the step counter. This game's encounter rate is based on a step counter, so you have to take a certain amount of steps before an encounter shows up. And that cutscene resets the step counter, funnily enough, so we're pretty easily able to get to the first boss here, the Guardian of the Flame. And our Tavern Patron that we summoned here is going to be the key to this fight. Essentially, he has a 50-50 chance to do his two skills. He can either summon winds, or he can either summon winds like that, there we go, or he can attack with his staff. Summon winds is a 3-hit wind attack, so it deals 3 damage to shield. Meanwhile, the staff attack only does 1 damage to shield. So we're always very much hoping that he goes for the summon winds. Unfortunately, I'm not getting too lucky on that so far, but we still have time. At the second part of this fight, he's going to summon this dark wisp, and this thing will eventually explode. So we really don't want it to be on the field for too long. We hopefully want to end the fight before it explodes. And that brings me to the second major mechanic of the battles in this game. On top of breaking, there's boosting. Basically, I have boost points in this game. Every turn that I don't use a boost point, I get a boost point at the beginning of the next one. And boost points allow me to beef up my attacks to do more damage. So 2 boosted Holy Lights while this boss is broken is enough to defeat him, and that's our first boss fight. A big thing to know about boosting, too, is that for a few physical skills, and namely, if you just do a basic attack with your weapon, boosting, instead of doing more damage on one big hit, will do multiple individual hits. So boosting is going to be great for not only dealing major damage, but also breaking shields very quickly. But with that being done, we're out of the first chapter of the game, so the game has opened up, and there's basically nothing we can't do. So our first goal of the run is going to be to get some more characters into our party so that we can actually do some of these fights. This game allows you to collect all 8 of the main characters to add to your party. You can have 4 in your party at a time. So we never need more than 4 characters in a run because we don't need to use them. Because if we have more than 4, one of them will be benched. But this run is actually not going to pick up a 4th party member at all. So there's only 2 party members, and not including Ophelia, that we're going to pick up. The first one is going to be here in Atlas Dam. I'll talk about them more when we get to the city, but first I have to run through these fields. These fields can be pretty annoying. These pigs, actually, yeah, I'm not surprised they didn't let me run. But every area in this game that isn't a dungeon area actually has a very rare enemy that can appear, called a Kate, which grants a lot of experience and gold and namely job points, which are what you use to teach yourself skills. And there are alternate routes that you can do in this run if you get a Kate very early into the game. However, I'm not gonna grind for a Kate, because as I said again, it's like a 3% chance, and I'd much rather just do the consistent run. Alright, so that should be the last encounter I get before making it to Atlas Dam. And in Atlas Dam, this is where it's revealed that I'm breaking the sacred promise. We're picking up 3 characters in this run, including Ophelia. And Cyrus, the character we're about to be picking up, is, not a girl. However, he is the biggest ally of all time, so I think it's understandable. The asexual energy on this guy is incredible. Shout out to all the ace people. So Cyrus is a great character. Cyrus can scrutinize characters on the overworld. So he can, and what that does when you scrutinize is a character will tell you something they know. And that usually, what we usually use that for is hidden items on the overworld. So like, for example, here's a medium light soulstone, which is an incredibly good item to have. Soulstones are kind of like set damage items. So you use one and it deals damage to an enemy. And those are going to be very useful later on because we're going to be trying to take on late game bosses very under-leveled. So we want as much like big damage items as we can. Speaking of big damage, I do want to defeat the enemies that I encounter in the subterranean study. Whenever you go to get a new character, you can actually skip their opening cutscenes up to the point where you do their first dungeon, but you still have to complete their first dungeon and boss in order to bring that character out of their town. So when we get our two main characters that we're going to be picking up in the run, we do have to do their first chapter boss. It's not really a big issue. Cyrus's can be a little tricky, but for the most part, Cyrus is actually not that bad. And the reason we pick him up is incredibly worth it, which I'll talk about more after the fight. But the big point here is to make sure that I have at least 10 JP entering the next boss fight, and I have 11, so we're more than good. So this is Cyrus's first boss. This is Russell. Russell is very interesting. The luck of the Tavern Patron comes back. We immediately get a good hit. That's good. So the main goal of this boss, which I actually got very lucky with, is to start by breaking the two wisps in the back. So I'm going to do 2 fireballs. That guy's going to tank a hit for us. How nice. Okay. I went for a safety boost there to make sure that he broke even if he staff hit Russell, but that worked out. So now I'm going to use the small soul stone, and you can see what soul stones do here. So it's an elemental damage to all characters. And then I'm going to do a max AoE attack with Cyrus, and that's going to defeat the 2 wisps in the back. And from here, the fight's going to be a little bit easier. The big goal is just going to be to break here, which I'm going to do again very soon. Where are you going? So I'm going to break the boss here. I'm going to be able to get a Holy Light off. I'm going to do a safety play and resummon here, just in case my next Soul Stone doesn't kill. I think with a summon wins, it should kill, but just in case it doesn't, I'm going to get the Tavern Patron back and ready to go. Yeah, okay. Both my characters are still alive, so they'll both get experience for the fight, which is what matters. I'm going to defend here. Getting very lucky with the wins on this fight, which is good.
Genuinely love to see how much of an MVP that Tavern Patron is.
Yeah, he is like the reason we can break the first boss.
Yeah.
And that fight seemed like it got a little dicey with health, but fortunately I did know what I was doing, so we didn't run into any big problems. Did take a little bit of an extra cycle, but that's just what happens. So now I have to do the, like, even though I can skip the cutscenes leading up to Cyrus's first boss, I do have to do the cutscenes after it, so we're going to do a little bit of cutscening, but then it's going to be time for a little bit of exploration, actually. We're not actually going to go immediately to get our third character. But this exploration comes with a little bit of a downside. Luck-based grinding. So, essentially, this game has something called support skills, which are passive skills, where I forgot to teach the skills I need to teach in case this happened. It's fine. I'll just get the luck-based flea after I get the very unlucky caught by surprise. So, essentially, one of the soul stones I picked up, in Atlas Dam was a medium soul stone. So with that, I'm gonna go to a very high level area and then try and defeat an enemy that is a lot higher level than me in order to get experience from them. Once I get out of this very evil fight. Usually if you run on successive turns, you have a higher chance of actually running away, so there we go, we got Cyrus out of there. However, I will need to revive him because he died.
Cyrus, taking a nap on the job again.
Yeah, fortunately, every time you add a character to your party, you do get some items that come with them. So I have a few revives, and I don't really need to use a revive if everything goes well, so I can spend it here. So this is the Whistlewood. I'm going to grab this chest with a little bit of money, and then I'm going to get an encounter. There are some encounters in this area that are good enough for getting the JP that I need in order to teach the most important support skill in the game. And very thankfully, this is one of them. So despite messing up and getting an encounter early, I can just take the first encounter here and leave without having to deal with the luck that usually is trying to find a good enough encounter in Whistlewood. So I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to go to skills. I'm going to teach Ophelia Reflective Veil, and I'm going to teach Cyrus Blizzard and Lightning Blast. And when you teach a character their 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th skill of a certain job, it gives them a support skill for that job. And for Scholar, the first support skill you get is Evasive Maneuvers, which I mentioned earlier that this game's encounter method runs on a step counter, so the amount of steps you can take, will determine. Basically, the game puts a point in a range of numbers, and that step is where the encounter is. Evasive Maneuvers puts a multiplier on that range, so the amount of steps you need to take before an encounter is greatly increased, and that allows us to go through very long areas of the game without ever getting an encounter. And that is shorthand for I am going to run through very high-level areas without ever fighting anything. So I'm in a kind of late-game area right now. As you can see, the recommended level is 58. And as you can expect from a level 58 area, there's some pretty good loot in here. So that's the big reason we're here. Is why we want to do this, is not only to make it to late game towns, but also steal treasure from them so that we can get a lot of money and really strong items to fight earlier bosses. So what I did there was I tagged a town called Noble Court so that I could teleport, so I could fast travel to it later. You can fast travel to any town you've visited once, so that's going to be very helpful for reducing backtracking. And then I also grabbed a lot of money, a medium light soul stone, and a large light soul stone. And that should make the next area, or that's going to make the next boss I fight very easy. And also, since I grinded and I got a lot of experience, I'm now higher level than a lot of the early game areas. So fleeing in early game areas should be a bit easier. Knowing this game, it's never going to be guaranteed because this game is pure evil. I'm also getting very unlucky with my steps.
Yeah, Lori, how would you rate the RNG of this game?
Oh, Hi.
Yeah.
There are more luck-based stories than this, is all I'll say.
Someone had asked earlier, actually, what is the hardest story to speedrun, in your opinion?
So I actually haven't done many of the stories in this game in a very long time. But there was a point in time, namely Frost Fatales 2020, where I ran this game with a bid war to for what character I played, because I knew how to run all of them. And I think the hardest one of those 8 was the one I ended up doing in that event, which was Primrose.
Amazing.
So I don't know if Primrose has gotten any easier since then, but at that point in time, she was the hardest for me. She just has the meanest bosses. It's not really close. I mean, there are some really mean bosses, but she has, like, multiple really mean ones. So this is the third and final party member we're going to be picking up for the run. This is Tressa. She is a merchant. I'll explain why in a little bit, but essentially being a merchant is the best thing you can do in Octopath Traveler. It's not spellcasting. It's not... I mean, it kind of is spellcasting, but not in this run. In single story runs, the best thing you can do in Octopath Traveler is be a merchant.
I love it. Now we've got just a whole crew with us.
Yeah.
The whole parade.
Again, we could technically fit one more character, but we're not going to be.
Yeah.
So, now I have to go in here, which is not much of an issue. Because of the story events of Tressa's chapter, all of the enemies in this area, unless I run into snakes, are asleep. So... I can just kind of, if I get into an encounter, which is not guaranteed to happen, they're asleep anyways, and I can just run away from them. So now it's time for Mick and Mac. Did I mention I picked up big soul stones? And that's Mick and Mac.
We also have someone who was asking, who is the meanest boss in this route?
Final.
Final? Awesome.
Final.
Stick around then. You'll see.
Yeah, I'd say the only boss that... Let me think, because we fight 6 bosses in this route, right? First one kind of isn't a joke because of how early in the game it is, but it's very, like, easy to do scripted. Like, unless you get incredibly unlucky, like, no summon wins, which is like, if you lose 5 coin flips, it's bad. If you win 1 of 5 coin flips, it's fine. Yeah. Russell has a bit of luck in him, but he was overall fine. Mick and Mac cannot kill you, and all you need to do is use 2 items. The next boss we're gonna fight is maybe the most scripted boss in this run, even more than Mick and Mac. Because Mick and Mac can at least damage you if you don't get a good turn order. The next boss after that is pretty, like, standard, but you do need to, like, get a 1 in 3 chance within 3 tries. And then the final boss actually has, like, more luck to him. Like, there's 2 units of luck in there, so... By far the meanest. We do our best to negate it, but it's kind of hard to explain. I'll get into more detail into a lot of bosses later on when I'm fighting them. But for now, I can only talk so much about the future. At this point in the game, I have every character I'm going to have in my party. So, we're on a very big, exploration spree, where I'm basically picking up a bunch of items and abilities and skills and getting fast travel places for when I have to fight later game bosses. And by later game, I mean not chapter 1. So the big thing I'm doing in particular is I picked up the Warrior Shrine. And the Warrior Shrine... I'm also picking up the Merchant Shrine, which is on this screen. The shrines allow you to assign a secondary job to your character. So... the Warrior and Merchant Shrine will allow me to have a Warrior as a secondary job on a character, and then also have a second Merchant. The Merchant is incredibly good for dealing damage, and the Warrior has a few useful skills, which, again, I will talk about later. This run is very, setup heavy, as I mentioned. I have to go get things so that I can use them later. So this is kind of... It's not really a lull in the run, because I'm still doing a lot. I'm going a lot of places. I'm getting a lot of items. But in terms of commentary, it definitely is hard to make the most entertaining thing. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna pretend it's the most exciting thing either. The most exciting thing is we do get to see some, pretty high levels. You also saw me do a save reload there, which I didn't talk about. So I mentioned earlier that this game is on a step counter that resets when you do things like enter a new screen or get into a cutscene. I didn't explain that one of the things that resets that step counter is actually loading a save. So for screens with save points in the middle of the screen, I can save at that save point, reload the game, and then be in the middle of the screen I was just on, but with my step counter reset. And that allows me to get through some extra big screens without any issue. Speaking of interesting things, I actually scrutinized that dude on the path here, and he gave me knowledge called a safe route, which is for a side quest. There are side quests all over this game that give you rewards, usually in money, for completing them, that require using a path action in a particular spot. So if I scrutinize for a safe route, I can give the safe route to somebody later, and they'll give me money. So that's going to be very helpful for the money routing, because I do need a lot of money. I do kind of need it for buying things. I guess you could put it that way, but it's not the traditional type of buying things. More on that later. I'm in a very late game area now. We'll be able to see my level on the save file, but this area is level 45, and I am level 8.
That's just a bit of a difference, right? Just a small one.
Just kind of small, yeah. So now, I'm going to load the game and then hopefully make it to a town called Grandport. The towns I'm going to here, Goldshore and Grandport, are both very important in the run. Goldshore is where Affilia's Chapter 3 takes place, so now I can just fast travel to that town whenever. And Grandport is not important to Affilia's story at all. However, in the lore, in Tressa's story, there's a giant fair going on. So there's a lot of people with a lot of really good items that you can also find items that sell for a lot of money. So these two towns are really, really good to have access to, but I'm not going to do everything I can do quite yet. Instead, what I'm going to do is there's a little side dungeon here every like area in the game, for each of the 3 tiers of like area there is, also has a side dungeon in each of them. And those are not really useful in this run at all. But they do have, or they're not really useful in like the lore at all. There are usually some side quests that require fighting mini-bosses in them. However, the big thing in the run is that, especially a lot of the later game ones, have some big loot. So I went to the Forest of Purgation earlier, and that was Lock of the Lost King. And that's the last like side dungeon you're going to see in the run, I believe. Yeah, it should be. And now that I've done a lot of things in the Coastlands area, like the later game Coastland area, I'm going to finally be on my way to continue the main Ophelia story. So we're going to be back on some boss fights soon. Also, sorry if you can hear me blowing air into something sometimes. As you might be able to tell by the way my characters are moving, I'm playing this on D-pad right now. You can use the control stick on the overworld, like the analog stick, for like 360 directions, and it is technically better, but I'm playing this on Switch, and as you all know about Switch controllers, oh boy, do they drift. So
they have their fun little quirks.
I'm getting caught up on some screens that I should not be, and I'm going to entirely blame my controller.
So, Lori, I'm also curious. I love to ask this question. What got you into Octopath Traveler speedrunning?
2 things. 1, this game's music is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this game's soundtrack because a YouTuber I like did like an 8-bit cover of it, of one of the boss themes. And that's how I heard this game's music for the first time. And I had a friend, I showed them the song, and they were like, I love Octopath, you should play it. And then I played it, and I loved the game, and I wanted to run it. And just around the time I had finished it, the 12-hour challenge was happening, which for those who don't know is a speedrunning challenge where, in order to try and like help people that might be new, or whoever, like however new you are, try and get past the mental block of like starting runs, you're challenged to learn an entire run and then finish the run within a span of 12 hours. So that way you just get a finished run instead of like getting caught up in like a perfectionist mindset of like trying to practice until you're already really good.
Right, yeah.
And I figured this is a really fun game. I want to play it more. That challenge is coming up. I don't know what game to do. I'm going to do this game. I'm going to do Octopath. And my friend told me, if you're doing Octopath, there's 2 stories I'd recommend you do to start. Either Tressa, who's the most popular and the shortest of the single story categories, or Ophelia, who is like by far the most beginner friendly. And I chose Ophelia. So she's the first category I actually ran of this game, and she's probably still my favorite.
Nice.
With that being said, I am finally in Ophelia's Chapter 2 in Saints Bridge. So I have a few things to do. The first thing I want to do is I want to scrutinize that person and get the ability Guide with Ease. Guide with Ease will let me, will basically lower the guide level of Ophelia's path action, so that since she isn't like Cyrus, where she can do the % chance to get an enemy or to get an NPC for a path action that's like way higher than her current level. Ophelia needs the level to be lower. So Guide with Ease makes the level lower so that Ophelia can get more NPCs. And what's up? That might be my capture card. Yeah, my capture card is messing up. Give me 1 second. Is that better? Okay, let me know when I'm good to... Okay. Sorry about that, my capture card is old.
Awesome. Yeah, that's looking a
But essentially...
much better.
Okay, that's good. Essentially, I need to restore my reputation. So let me explain a little bit. So I mentioned Guide with Ease, which allows me to lower the level that Ophelia needs to be to guide an NPC. Essentially, what can happen is if you fail a path action enough times as a rogue character like Cyrus, you can lose your reputation, which means that you're not allowed to do path actions in that town anymore until you pay the barkeeper enough. I need to get a 30% scrutinize off of that NPC right there in order to get more items in shop, because it puts an item in the shop in this town that's super important for the rest of the game. With that being said, though, I've done every path action I need to do, so I can talk about the story a little bit. Essentially, so in Chapter 1, I didn't really talk about it because I was explaining game mechanics, but Liana is the daughter of the Church Bishop of Flamesgrace, and Ophelia is the adoptive daughter. Liana's supposed to go on this pilgrimage to 3 towns. So get the flame from the Cave of Origin, which is what we did in Chapter 1, and then go to 3 cities around the continent, and go, like, what's it called? And light, and, like, rekindle the flames inside the churches with the light from the Cave of Origin. However, Liana's father falls sick, like the main bishop falls sick, and Ophelia offers to take the pilgrimage so that Liana can stay with her dad. And so that's why we're in Saintsbridge. And right now the conflict is these children who are fighting with each other because somebody lost something important. And it's eventually found out that the item got lost in this forest where there's a giant monster, and a child went in to go get it. So it is interesting. Not on the settings. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm also going to press deactivate and activate again.
Thanks so much for your patience, everyone. Remember, if we're taking a little moment here, you can get up and stretch and get some extra water, whatever you need. We appreciate your patience so much.
Okay. It hopefully should be back up now. So I'll keep my own eye on it from this point to make sure if I know if it happens a third time. So the big thing is enemies in this area. I need to defeat... I took out an encounter with Soulstones on the path to the Mirkwood, and I'm doing another enemy encounter in the Mirkwood. And now I need to do some skill things. So I need to make Cyrus our warrior, give him Spearhead. I also need to make him a merchant for a second and give him donate BP and higher health, and then make him a warrior. I'm going to make Ophelia a merchant, give her donate BP and higher health, and then make Tressa learn donate BP and higher health. And that will give everybody in the party a passive skill called Endless Items, which Endless Items basically is a 25% chance when you use any item that you get the item back. On top of this, I also taught Help, which is a good skill, which is a very good skill. So this boss, I'm not going to try and pronounce its name, quite frankly. But the goal here is quite simple. I'm going to break its face before it can attack, and then use some large soul stones to deal massive damage, and then you're going to see some pretty interesting things. So I'm going to use a merchant skill called Collect, which allows me to take money off of an enemy. I'm going to see if I can get any large soulstone copies on endless items, which sadly I can't. And then this is hired help. That attack costs 30,000 gold.
Slight little pretty penny, I'd say.
Yeah, so that's the big use of money in this one. On top of shopping, it is using hired help. There are 5 tiers of hired help, and that was the highest one. We are going to see some of the lower tiers in some fights, so that I can break enemies, because each tier of hired help does have its own weapon assigned to it. But I'm not doing that yet, so... At the end of all these cutscenes, I'm going to teleport to... Okay. I'm going to teleport to Grandport, which is not where the Chapter 3 is, but... As I mentioned earlier, where the giant, fair is going on. Like, the giant event. And I am going to actually touch up one capture card thing real quick.
Awesome, yeah, no problem.
It might make the quality a little bit worse, but I think it'll help. So, I need to do a few things here. I need to buy a bunch of items, and also collect a bunch of items that I can sell in shops later for gold. This area is where I first get the ability to buy pomegranates in the run, which are consumable items that just give me boost points on the spot. And that's very good, because it allows me to, be able to do max attacks without having to wait 3 turns until my BP is maxed. With that being said, I didn't start Chapter 3 for some reason. I don't know what happened there. But I can start the chapter from the tavern, so that's just a small time waste.
I have to say also, just watching you wander through these towns and everything, it's just incredible the attention to detail that they give even the backgrounds. They're so beautiful and dynamic.
This game is super pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting maneuver. So here's where I'm going to hand in that side quest I did earlier. So this guy is the merchants need a safe route, and I'm going to give it to them, and he's going to give me 11,000 gold. Very good amount of gold. And then I'm going to go into here. So this is where I'm not going to explain the story anymore. But let's just say that if you're playing this game through casually, and you thought that Ophelia's story so far has been kind of unremarkable, this is an incredible chapter. But basically, I'm going to bring this kid up here. And there's a really, weird bit of interesting tech here where I'm going to do a few cutscenes, and I'm going to be on the opposite side of the town from where I want to be. So I'm going to fast travel out of the town and then back in later. However, when I fast travel out of the town, I can actually go do that shopping that I needed to do, or that I unlocked the items for earlier. So I'm going to buy a charm robe for Cyrus, 1 charm robe. And then I'm going to buy 6 empowering bracelets. And what these do is they give, each time they're equipped, 500 max HP. So now suddenly, all of my characters have 1,000 more max HP. On top of this, I'm also going to use the Guide with Ease from earlier to guide the Worrywart, who is very important because he has a skill called Inhibit Defense. And Inhibit Defense, essentially, it's one of the 3 attacks that this summon can pull. So every turn he has a 1 in 3 chance to do Inhibit Defense. And it lowers both physical and magic defense for 3 turns on every enemy on the field. Which is really important because, spoilers, the next boss we're going to fight is actually 2 bosses. At once. So it's like 2 enemies on the same field.
Sounds fun. Not challenging at all, right?
If I get lucky with the Inhibit Defense, I just need him to do Inhibit Defense once in 3 turns, and the fight is essentially scripted. But if he doesn't do it, I think I just straight up lose and have to restart the fight.
All right, let's bless it.
Yeah, this is a pretty big dungeon to go through before that, though, so I do need to do like a save reload in the middle. So, quit to the menu, load my save. And hopefully I'll make it to the boss. Even despite the saving there, this run to the boss, like, is somewhat likely to end up you getting an encounter, so hopefully I don't. I didn't. So this is Mystery Man and Shady Figure. And this fight has a pretty set-in-stone strategy. Ophelia is going to summon the Worrywart. Tressa is going to do 2 higher health bandits. And then Cyrus is going to use Spearhead, which is a spear attack that puts him at the beginning of next turn. Cyrus is then going to... I boost here just to be safe because he can miss, but he's going to break the Mystery Man. Tressa is going to use a pomegranate on herself to get some BP. We're going to take damage here, but we should never die because of the extra max health we have. And there's the Inhibit Defense. There we go.
Nice.
So, yeah, now what we want to do is we want to use higher health dancers to deal some extra damage and break Shady Figure. And with that done, we can do our higher health veterans again. That's gonna kill Mystery Man, but not Shady Figure. I actually, before we kill Shady Figure, want to collect the money off of him. And then I'm going to use large soul stones. Hopefully I got the endless items proc. Nope. There is a backup large soul stone I can grab. But I'm going to double check my item first, because if I'm at 2 large soul stones and 2 mediums, I should be fine. But let me check my soul stones. I'm at 1 medium, 2 large. Okay, so I'm going to grab this medium, and I'm good. I should be good with that. So now I'm going to finish up the cutscenes in Chapter 3, and then we need to head to a town called Whispermill. If you are way too good at paying attention or know the map, we actually have been to Whispermill Flats at some point, which is the screen that leads to Whispermill, when we went to the Forest of Purgation very early on to pick up the large soul stone we used to fight Tressa's first boss. So Noble Court is very close to that, so I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to do a little bit of menuing as I leave Noble Court. I'm going to... If she has Reflecting Veil, she does. I'm going to make Ophelia a warrior. Let me double check something. Okay, so I need to, real quick, I need to give Cyrus cover from teaching one more warrior skill. And then I need to make Ophelia a warrior. And that should be good. And she has Reflecting Veil. Okay. So now Ophelia can get cover, and so should Cyrus. Yeah, there we go. I got a little bit confused, but we're good now. So, I did two major things there. Thousand Spears is a move that is advertised that it can hit anywhere between 3 and 10 times. It is guaranteed to hit 3 times. So what I need to do in this area is I need to break these two enemies that are going to show up. It's impossible to do the screen without an encounter. So I'm going to get into the encounter, and I'm going to use Thousand Spears, and hopefully break both of them. There we go. Okay, that's incredibly good Thousand Spears luck. And then since both of them are broken, I get a guaranteed chance to flee. And I should be able to make it to Whispermill, no problem, which is where Ophelia's Chapter 4 is. I also picked up the Cat's Eye, which is a ridiculously, good amount of money item. The other thing I did was, since I taught the warrior skills, I got the support skill cover on both Ophelia and Cyrus. And what that does is that if a character at low health is going to be hit by a physical attack, the person with cover is going to take the hit for them. That helps mitigate a little bit of luck during the final boss. Not all of it, but a little bit. And with most of the cutscenes being done, we're almost ready to head into the final dungeon. I did do a lot of selling items so that I can make sure I had enough money to deal with the final bosses here. So hopefully I'll be fine. I kind of cut it close on the amount of money, so there could be a bad thing happening if the game decides to be mean to me, but hopefully it won't.
We'll cross our fingers.
Yeah. This run has kind of been really wrong in really funny ways. And I'm just kind of hoping it decides not to be mean to me.
We love it. We'll call it a bonus challenge.
Yeah, bonus challenge. Game, be kind. Speaking of bonus challenge, I do need to make it to the save point without getting into an encounter, which I don't think I did. I did somehow. The game must have been very nice to me there. So I'm going to actually do the save and quit here to reset my step counter, because I do need to do a little bit of movement to get a chest with a lot of money. I'm going to go down here, and there's 30,000 gold in the chest. And with that, we should be good to do the final boss. So before the final boss, we do actually have an enemy fight. So my goal is here is to break these two by using higher health mercenaries, which is the cheapest higher health here. It's a sword attack that also gives you a physical defense boost. These guys do have a chance to actually kill me if I get super unlucky with what attacks they do. There's cover in action, you saw it there. Thankfully, I didn't get unlucky, and I'm going to be able to break them. And then use soul stones to get rid of them. I need to use one large and two mediums to get rid of the enemies here. You can also use two larges, but considering I have gotten no endless item drops, I'm just going to use the mediums to be safe. All of my characters are going to level up, so they're going to have full HP and MP going into the fight against Matthias, the final boss. So this boss is very luck-based, depending on if my characters can survive the first turn, and if the worry wart will inhibit defense. But this fight, hopefully the order should be good. He's attacking twice before I get to move on this turn, so I have to hope I get lucky. Consuming Darkness is good because the second attack he does is the physical attack, and if he goes for the physical attack on Ophelia, Cyrus will just go in to cover it. So that's why we get cover, in case he does Consuming Darkness first. We can just use cover to block the physical attack. Speaking of physical attack, I get the physical attack from that guy there, so I'm just going to hire help with Bandit to break Matthias here. And then I'm going to heal Ophelia with the Refreshing Jam. There's the Inhibit defense. That's very good. Cyrus is going to use a medium pomegranate on himself, and of course I duplicated that with endless items. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a Reflective Veil on Cyrus, and then I'm going to use Hired Help Veterans with both of my characters. I have enough to do +4 on each, or ×4 on each 4 boost, so I'm going to get the maximum damage I can out of it. Very good start to this fight, but it's not over yet. So what's going to happen here now is that he is going to change his stance, which means that instead of having 4 shields this phase, he's going to have 6. And then he's going to do Black Gale, which the Reflective Veil stops Cyrus from taking damage and reflects the damage back to Matthias. So Tressa's going to use Pomegranate on herself to get some boost again. Ophelia is going to get defend to get ready to break. And then Cyrus is going to do Blizzard again since he's weak to ice. I did get kind of unlucky, and that could actually cost me the fight. I'm gonna throw out a Hired Help without the defense down and see what happens. I'll just use the Soul Stone here. I'll have Ophelia, or Tressa use a Pomegranate on Cyrus. I'll have Ophelia summon and see if she gets a defense down. I should have gone safe on this fight. I definitely messed up. So he's probably not going to die here, and I'm going to lose. Unless he does die, in which case the game is over. It's not over. Yeah, so I misplayed that. I should have done something different than what I did, but I got greedy.
No problem. It means more Octopath.
More Octopath. Yeah, so essentially this fight, you're supposed to be prepped to survive up to 8 turns. So you just need to get Inhibit Defense once within 8 turns. But because of the Worry Wart when he ran away, it was very unoptimal, and I kind of tunnel visioned into making a bad decision. So Take 2. This fight is the easy part. And I guess since I kind of explained the script of the fight during the first attempt, during attempt 2, I can kind of talk about the theory that goes into the Matthias fight. Essentially, the big goal, obviously, is to break him in one turn. However, after the third break you do, you will have generally done enough damage that instead of doing his normal Black Gale setup, he will summon minions. And once he does that, it's over. You can't do it. So what we do is we buy healing items. So on top of the Refreshing Jam and Reflective Veil, I have 2 Healing Break bunches, which are AoE heals. And those should let me do enough to heal off the third Black Gale, like the Darkness Tornado. And you can initially survive 2 of those. But again, once he summons enemies, it's over. So you just kind of have to get lucky before turn 8. I have the same turn layout as last fight. Cover does not protect you from magic attacks. So again, I want him to do the magic attack first, because if he does, yeah, you'll see Ophelia covers for Cyrus that time. Like, if he does the physical attack first and then the magic attack on the same person, that character will die, and you just kind of don't get to do anything with it. So, we're back into phase 2. I'm gonna... I don't know what I want to do here. I'm gonna defend here, and I'm going to heal Ophelia with Cyrus. So essentially, the Black Gale, the 2 characters on the side will survive, but I don't have enough healing to do it on both, so I need to use the Reflective Veil so that Cyrus doesn't take any damage. This is the optimal turn to get the Inhibit Defense. The fight actually should be completely won from here. The goal of this fight is usually to kill him on turn 5, so we should have that in the bag, thanks to the point in time in which the Inhibit Defense landed. We're going to do the 2 higher health veterans here, and then prepare for the second break with pomegranates. And I actually have a really good turn order, because Ophelia is already moving first next turn, so I don't need her to defend this turn to prepare for the break next turn. So I can use her to use a pomegranate on Cyrus and prepare Cyrus for the break. I get another Inhibit Defense, that doesn't matter. The Warrior's already done everything he needs to do. At this point, I just need to do Blizzard, and I need to throw out 4 sword attacks, and it's going to break him. And now I just need to do my last veteran soldiers, and I think a Soul Stone, but he's gonna die by the end of this break period. So time isn't when the boss dies, but it's gonna be when I skip the last cutscene before the credits, which is about 10 seconds from now. So get ready for that. And time. That is Ophelia's story of Octopath Traveler.
Yay!
So I won't drag too long, because a lot happened to that run. Sorry about my capture card. It's mean. But I want to give a few quick shoutouts. One, shoutouts to the Octopath community. I am not really too active in many game communities anymore, but during the time I ran this very actively in 2019, I've always known them as a great group of people, and I've been talking in there recently, because I've been playing this game again to prepare for this, and they still are just as great as I remembered. I want to give a shout out to Von Karn on Twitter, because she is the one that drew the avatar for me that you've been seeing on screen, and it is incredible, and huge shout outs to her, because I love it so much. Thanks for having me.
Totally.
So I guess shout outs to the people. Shout outs to you, Lana. I appreciate it a lot. And I don't really have much else to say except follow me if you want to see one stream a month. Yeah, that's about it.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lori, for coming onto the channel. It was so amazing. Everyone, let's give Lori another big round of applause in chat. Get your claps out. Get your claps out. What an incredible showcase of Octopath Traveler Ophelia's story. So, just as a reminder, the evening does not stop here. We'll be going on a short break soon, but after that, we will be coming back with Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, Crimson Flower Route. So not only do you get the lovely Lady Byleth, we're going to see lots of Edelgard as well. Before we go on break, just a couple announcements. Flame Fatales is over, but you can catch the VODs on our YouTube channel. It was an incredible event. Also biased, I was there. It was super fun. So make sure to check out those VODs. They are all incredible. Also a reminder to tune in this weekend for a Ratchet and Clank relay and the absolutely flowery Pathless journey. We will catch you right after this break for some Fire Emblem with Aeon Frodo. We'll catch you right after this. Hello and welcome back to She Is Speed, everybody. We have been having an incredible evening. We just finished up a playthrough, a speedrun, a whatchamacallit of Octopath Traveler Ophelia's story. And now we have some Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Before we get into it, just a couple announcements. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Also, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support weekly Hotfix content. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy these weekly Hotfix shows. So as I had mentioned, our next run for the evening is sure to impress, especially if you are a lover of the ladies of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So we will be doing not me. I'll be hanging out. But Aeon Frodo will be doing a Fire Emblem 3 Houses Crimson Flower Route. And I'll let her take it away.
Yeah, hey. This is Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and it's a pretty cool game. Crimson Flower involves it's a bit of a different route to the others, and you also get to see some extra stuff in the game. But yeah, I'll just get going. Anyway, so I'll start the run in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we get right, there's a cutscene here. So there's a little thing that we have to do here. We're asked by the girl Sophis what a character is. We're picking a female Byleth. Going to have reveal the details later on because we do actually have to pick Lady Byleth here. And we'll pick the 11th month for our birthday. This is actually different from the other routes in the game. We usually pick the 12th month, but for this particular route, we picked the 11th. So as we chill here, our first mission is a pretty straightforward mission. We basically have to beat up bandits and all that stuff. First of all, I'm moving Edelgard, and then I'm gonna change my options here just to get rid of some of the stuff, and then pop this first bandit here. Now the reason why I moved Edelgard here is because I need support points with her. And I need to build them up in order to go on the Crimson Flower route. So the Crimson Flower route is a bit different to how you access it, and one of the things required to get the route is building support with Edelgard. Okay, so there's the boss here, and so these level ups are random, and we have percentage chance of getting. So wow, that's actually a really good level up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we want to see from level ups is mainly strength, which we got. Barleth has a like 45% chance of gaining strength upon a level up. So it's really good that we actually got it. It's especially important to get it because otherwise won't be able to complete the next mission, which is chapter 1. So we saved the 3 house leaders and future rulers of the land of Fodlan, and now we're getting roped into teaching for them. We're a professor, and our father, who is the leader of our mercenary band, is roped into being captain of the Seros Guards, or the Knights of Seros. And yeah, normal mode is just there because it's just faster to do it on, and strats are very consistent on normal mode. Alright, so I need to talk to Rhea first. Rhea's basically the principal of the school. Because this is a monastery, she is Archbishop of the Church of Seros as well. And yeah, I've zoomed in the camera and I'm looking down like, GoldenEye, so that there's less lag caused by running around the monastery, because the monastery is a very laggy place to run around. But yeah, right now I had to talk to the house leaders, introduce myself to them. Obviously, the most important one we had to introduce ourselves to is Edelgard, because we'll get to know her a bit more.
I hear you're investing.
I appreciate your effort.
And gotta be careful with that menu.
How are you?
And now we get to select a house. And this is pretty straightforward because the Black Eagle's house is immediately in the center.
We will.
So, very straightforward.
I have to say, I do also love the zoomed in running. It's beautiful.
It's both beautiful and a bit sad because this game came out in 2019 and you had to somewhat question it.
So we know that we are doing the Black Eagles route in this run, but I'm curious, Aeon, what is your favorite house?
Golden Deer, actually. It was my first house I played through, and hold on, I just need to finish exploring here.
Totally.
Yeah, I just have a big attachment to the Golden Deer route.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to do a safe to
with
save
you.
here because I actually need to get support points with Edelgard during this cutscene, which is really funny. So you can also gain support points via cutscenes if you select the right option. Luckily, it's the top option, and once you see the thing with support points going up for Edelgard, you can just skip the cutscene immediately, which is really nice. Anyway, so first map is actually can be a bit treacherous, although this version of it is not so bad compared to, say, Golden Deer route, where it is very treacherous in comparison. So the first thing we're going to do is use the auto battle function, which moves our units for us if we select the right option. Yeah. Take out this and then just charge. Oh wow, I'm getting good level ups, Barleth. That's fantastic. And okay.
Stay focused.
All about charge. Just get everyone in position here. Oh, okay.
I will prevail.
I'm just going to move Ferdinand below, but not to... Actually, I'm just going to do this for safety. Okay. Okay. That's not right. Because Caspar is supposed to be taken out here. But I think we could deal with this. Okay.
Much.
I think we can anyway, but it's not looking good. Oh no, yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, because this is like the first practice battle where you're facing off against the other students. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is
Being
too
everyone.
that yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm going to be at the same point. That's really unfortunate. Casper did not get taken out. He was supposed to get taken out, but yeah. Okay, don't skip this cutscene. That's one thing that can go wrong is that Casper cannot get taken out. I think because I actually didn't move him. That was like my bad. Okay, let's fix this. Shame we lost the low up because that was really good, but we can recover from this.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. As you wish.
I do have to say, I love the Black Eagles love and chat as well. I can see we have a popular house.
Yeah, it's a good house. Like, I think all the routes are pretty good, actually. Oh. Except Silver Snow, which is the other... Okay, then.
I will prevail.
Is the other route that can happen. I'm going to move Ferdinand position here. I think I had to manually move everyone in position, which is a bit unfortunate, but that was not expected. I can say that. But yeah, the goal here is to level up Violet primarily. Okay, cool.
So for these sort of battles then, how would you rate, like, what's the RNG like in terms of like planning, positioning, and that kind of stuff?
Usually it's pretty consistent. But when something wrong like that happens with like Casper not dying, it's just like, oh yeah, I did something wrong most likely with some sort of positioning because they don't cooperate.
Excellent.
Okay, luckily we can skip this cutscene, even though it has Edelgard in it. Like there's some cutscenes that we really need to pay attention to that we absolutely need to get. So yeah.
We also just had someone checking in there about the purpose of Caspar being taken out.
Oh, it just makes things easier. Just like, yeah, and plus it's a mock battle too, so we can safely have him defeated there. However, this is classic mode, so that means permadeath applies. And the reason why I play on classic mode, well, you'll be able to see it soon actually. But yeah, so we have another monastery section, and this is just to collect more stuff as well as be able to complete our story quests here.
I have a request.
So in the early months of the game, you have to complete these tutorial quests. You can't like skip it, although there is a way to skip it, but you need a DLC. And it's a bit awkward, I have to admit, because yeah, it seems like an oversight from the devs. Okay.
Is there any?
So when you talk to Edelgard, and that finishes one of our missions. And then we go here, up here, and then that will complete our other mission that we need to do here. And then we're able to set goals. Or go to our first lecture. So because we are a professor, we have to teach our students, obviously.
Have you not?
So we need to give Edelgard Axe and Armor goal, and then Linhardt the Faith goal. So there's going to be a random student coming up to the front of the desk, and unfortunately I got a little bit unlucky because I got Benedetta, And I don't really need her for the run. So now we're forced into a battle here. And we're primarily going to use it to get Barleth to level 10. It's actually really important that Barleth hits level 10 so that she can promote to a thief.
I doubt.
So that means we're going to get rid of everyone else and just keep Barleth, and then we're off we go.
Stay focused.
We're going to use the forest to our advantage here. The forest actually gives us some protection, like avoid... Oh, that's not good. I wasn't supposed to defeat that guy there. I actually got unlucky crit there, I suppose. Critical hits do 3 times the normal damage, and yeah, enemies just instantly die. Wow, I'm getting really good level ups here. If I don't hit level 10 here, I'm gonna be a little bit sad though. Alright, please don't crit. Oh no. Okay, that actually ended up to my benefit. Okay, so I hit level 10, that's good. So because we are still in the tutorial stage, we're going to have instructions from... we're going to have a seminar instruction, and that is so that we give our students extra experience and all that. We have to do one in the run because, yeah, we're forced to.
I'm getting.
I will.
Let's put this. I think I will.
And yeah, you see why we're not going to keep most of our students. That's why we're playing on classic mode. Because yeah, they just waste too much of our time. Also, oh goodness, that's actually really bad. Oh jeez.
Perfect time.
Well then. Please promote. Okay, good. I had a 66% chance, yeah. Also, one of my stats is too low. Was it Dex? Okay. Yeah, so sometimes if you get a little bit unlucky and your stats are too low, hold on. Then go marketplace. I also forgot to do something in that menu, which is remove Elgar sword prowess. But yeah, that was a bit dicey there. Because if I didn't promote to thief, this run would have been dead. But because I can't actually like change the result of that.
Right, that's one of those like set ones where even if you were to reload, like it would still give you the same result, right?
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I'm gonna move Barleth up, get my items, unequip my gauntlets, and
That's my cue.
gonna move up Dorothea.
As you wish.
So yeah, this is the mission where, unfortunately, a lot of our friends are gonna fall. We're a terrible teacher.
I know, I love it. I was like, we feel forced to teach. We want to avoid it as much as possible. We sacrifice our units. Seems good. Seems good.
Barleth here. All about. I don't need to do that
Be
anymore.
mindful.
So my favorite unit is probably Lascivia.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Good choice.
yeah, from the Gondia house. She's really cool, and she does have a major role in that speedrun as well.
Careful now.
Oh, nice. So Barth can actually recover HP through her.
Be mindful.
We don't know it yet, but her Crest of Flames her Crest of Flames
Stay focused.
crest. So yeah.
You must.
But yeah, Aelugard is safe though. That's the main thing. I'm actually going to do a safety save here because I need to do a little support conversation right here.
On our way.
I did. Just to gain extra support points. Also, what's really nice about seeing about part 1 of this game is that every chapter ends with Rhea showing up just before it. So it's like a little signal to say like, oh, there's the save screen coming up. But yeah, we're a terrible teacher. We got most of our students injured during that fight. Yeah. Linhardt and Aelugard are okay, but everyone else not so much. So in chapter 2, I actually went towards the greenhouse because you actually unlock the location to walk to Jaritza right away. And I need to talk to him so I can unlock a quest to get battalions. This is where the game introduces battalions. And they are basically stuff that not only increases your stats, but also they are pretty broken. And the one that we're going to hire is also pretty broken.
Thank you.
So we just got the Holy Monks, and they are incredibly broken. So the interesting thing about this month too, especially if you're playing the Golden Deer route, is that there's a thing called the Monday mission glitch. And you want to... so in the Golden Deer route, you actually don't go to the end of the month. Also, happy birthday, Aelugard. We're going to give you flowers. And yeah. If you have to... so in the Golden Deer route, you have to avoid going to the end of the month, while every other route, it's safe to go to the end of the month because we don't care. But you basically lose out on experience if you go straight to that mission date because it's on the Monday. Which is, yeah, very weird. But yeah, that's how the game functions, and it's very unfortunate, especially with the Golden Deer route. But luckily, we do have to route in another, like, little... seminar session, and that's where we do that. Anyway, so chapter 3 is like a fog of war map. There's also Catherine down the bottom, who's an incredibly powerful unit. She's pretty cool. Oh, please tell me that died. Okay, good. I was very concerned, otherwise my path would have been blocked. Because I need to take out the Black Mage in order to get rid of the fog. But yeah, Barth has like some pretty high strength, which is nice. I can actually take out the boss in 2 rounds. Or if I get lucky, run round if I get crit. No, I don't want to move there. It's actually really important that I go in the forest, otherwise I just get destroyed. Dorothy is actually my second favorite, so...
Yeah. She's amazing.
Unfortunately, no 1 round, but 2 round is perfectly fine. But yeah, that's a pretty straightforward mission. If you actually don't promote the thief here, you just lose 20 seconds because you get like the extra movement through the forest. And you don't actually get penalized for moving through the forest as a thief. So chapter 4 is also pretty straightforward. We actually just skipped immediately to the mission date. We don't really care about going to the monastery. In fact, we don't really care about going to the monastery too much for the most part. But there is some things we have to do during this month, actually, in comparison to other routes. So, unfortunately, because I got unlucky here, I do have to answer an extra question here. because I had the wrong student come up to the desk. And then here, I actually going to do choir practice. Now, I could have done that earlier, but the units I get are random. Now, because not everyone is selectable now, and only the 2 students I need are here, I get support points also with Elderguard, and also get extra stuff with Linhart for his faith magic. Anyway, happy birthday, Claude. We're not giving you birthday flowers.
My effort.
But yeah, the choir practice is just for mainly support points. We don't actually do this in the other route. So this mission shows off how powerful Stride is. So what the Stride Battalion does is it gives units 5 extra movement, which is basically doubling your movement. And doing it in the right position allows multiple units to get that benefit.
Stay focused.
So we can just move up very close to the Death Knight here. We're not going to get into his attack range because that is a terrible idea. And then we're able to like basically... Whoa! Okay, that's actually never happened to me before. Okay then.
Stay focused.
Yeah. Welcome to GDQ.
Oh, I don't worry. I've experienced this before. It's
We love it.
yeah. Wow. I might have to heal Hailagard. Wow. Okay.
You got this.
Wow. That's amazing. Anyway.
Another.
Yeah, I didn't think she could die there, but I learned something new. So now we got the Sword of the Creator, which is what we were trying to protect Rhea from being assassinated. Well, sorry. We were trying to protect Rhea from being assassinated, and it turns out they're trying to steal the Sword of the Creator. Because the assassination plot was actually fake, and was a decoy. But yeah, wow,
genuinely,
that,
just the entire story and like character development I find is just phenomenal in this game.
yeah, I actually do really like the character development in this game a lot. It's definitely a lot better than I think a lot of modern Fire Emblems and even some of the old ones as well.
For sure, yeah.
Ignore Leonie's birthday.
My effort.
Not a total.
Got some useful stuff there. So, chapter 5, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Marketplace, we're gonna quickly replenish our battalions because we absolutely need them. So, we've been asked to, because we got a sacred relic, to defeat another person who happened to steal a sacred relic. And they're hiding in a tower. And it also happens to be the brother of one of the students here, Sylvain. But he's in the Blue Lion's house. Okay. So this is just another Bala solo mission. We do have a green unit. He's Gilbert.
Stay focused.
We didn't really care about him too much, but he does like distract the enemies for us, which is pretty nice considering there's a lot of enemies in this tower. So I'm just gonna go here, make sure I pull some of the archers up here so I don't get destroyed. I also should mention too that the Sword of the Creator is a really heavy weapon. Like, it's not a good weapon right now, unfortunately, even though it can, like, it is a 1 to 2 range sword and that doesn't happen a lot in Fire Emblem games. It is, how can I describe it? Like, yeah. It hits hard, but also weighs a lot, so you can't do like double hits with it often.
Another.
Oh, finally, got a strength level. It's been a while. I've been keeping an eye on that. Alright, so it's really important I hit this gambit on this knight, thank goodness. If I missed it, this would be a disaster. But yeah, we get rid of the iron sword. We don't need any other swords apart from the sword of the creator. And we're going to quickly heal up because we're going to get hit by a lot of enemies here. Okay. I think I have lower defense than usual. Yeah, all 9 defense is really low. That's not good. Okay. I'm going to equip something a little lighter just so I don't get hit.
Stay focused.
It's also important that I like don't die as well. I'm going to quickly go into my convoy here, get another vulnerary. Yeah, that 9 defense is really low. Or I don't want to use Sword Creator here, I want to use my bow. Oh, that almost got him right there. It's a bit unfortunate I've got extra archers coming up here with me because of my low defense. Yeah, that defense stat is not looking good. We are literally a glass cannon here. That's bad. I can't get around this monster.
Oh no.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now I can, but I'm on really low HP. Okay, how am I going to maneuver this? Okay.
Be mindful.
Yeah. So monsters here, you usually don't take them out. Wow, okay. You usually don't take them out solo.
Be mindful.
Yeah,
But-
it's so incredible to see you doing this as essentially a solo run.
Stay focused.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal to take out a monster by yourself. I might have done the wrong move here because then, yeah, the monster just goes away. That's fine. Okay, this is not particularly great.
Stay focused.
Yeah, my low defense is really... It's not helping at all. Okay, good level up though. Got strength and speed. But now friends are coming. Well, they're not friends, but...
Less savory characters.
yeah, although I think I can take out the monster here. Nice. That was a bit ugly, but
Awesome.
managed to make it through without having to actually go back before the monster. There is a safety strat where you can go and use Divine Pulse. I should mention too, if you... Oh wait, no, I'll mention it later. Yeah.
Please ensure
But
his pun.
yeah, we didn't have to use Divine Pulse to go back before the monster and reset our Divine Pulses because you can actually do that.
Professor.
That's like a very big safety strat. But yeah, so Divine Pulses, they also just having the access to them allows you to reset unfortunate outcomes, which is why I was able to recover with with that crit on Edelgard in Chapter 4. I don't know how that happened, but again, learn something new. So anyway, we're in Chapter 6, and Satef's younger sister, the guy in green that's like next to Rhea, wait a minute. That's wrong. Being confused here. But yeah, we do a bunch of stuff in the Chapter 6 monastery.
My pretty.
First of all, we
I can assist
recruit
with that.
Shamir.
I'm available.
Very important that we recruit her because she is very important in this upcoming mission. You recruit her automatically once you hit level 15. That's same goes to Catherine. And I also picked up an owl feather because I actually need to have that for Edelgard support points. We're going to pick up another owl feather here. And then we're going to recruit Annette for mission assistance. So she's not permanently part of our party, but she will be part of our party for one mission. And then we're going to go on the second floor and do a little quest to find our father's lost flask bottle.
I have a request. Thanks for your help.
And it's like instantly right there, so it's very easy to pick up. It's just right behind us, so that's why I had that little detour. And then we're gonna give Edelgard some gifts.
Thank you. I appreciate.
I'm gonna double check my support. Okay, cool. I'm also, yeah, so we got the C plus support with, sorry, not C support with Edelgard. And now I'm just gonna go into the calendar and skip to the end of the month. Now I need to keep an eye on if the game's gonna prompt me to support with Edelgard, because I need to actually get the extra support points from her, from accepting her support when she wants to see me. Because if you miss out on that, you have to make it up.
Professor.
No, don't want that.
Technique.
So it's actually pretty important that I actually accept her requests to talk to her. Okay, goals, that's right. So we're changing our goals here, and then axe flying. I didn't mean to change Linhart's goals there, whoops. I'm gonna keep you there. And then, yeah, should be it. So Edelgard won't be in this mission with us, but that's okay. We don't need her for striding. We just need Shamir to do her job. So this mission, you either have to defeat all the enemies or defeat Death Knight. And obviously, defeating the Death Knight, a single enemy, is faster than defeating every single one on the map. But he's in this room. But luckily, Shamir can reach it. Well, first of all, I need to rally. So why we have it here is so that we can use rally strength because of her innate ability to do that. So it's going to rally again. Blast the Death Knight. Unfortunately, Shamir got critted, so we have to reset the RNG again with our Divine Bolts. And then, yeah, just chill. And then here, it's really important that we get this door key. And then we're going to finish off the Death Knight here. Hopefully, good.
Not what.
So that's completing the underground chamber in 3 turns.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yep. Thank you, Shamir, for being awesome. And now we have another unskippable cutscene for no reason, actually.
Yes.
The other unskippable cutscene that we saw with Rhea earlier is actually
You know.
it's actually really important because if you have Sylvain in your party,
After all.
you get the Lance of Ruin, which is what his brother had.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have Sylvain. So and with that conversation with Satefde, you want to pick the options that do not make them happy. You just want to pick neutral options because that wastes time. Unfortunately, we're not here to make them happy. So this mission, this upcoming mission, is very chaotic. We also got Flame in our party, by the way, which we're not going to... We're actually purposely selecting wrong answers in order to save time as well, if you may have noticed. We're
I'm getting close.
How long?
to especially ignore Cyril's birthday. And, okay. So, actually, yeah. I need to get rid of Flame's battalion. Did I give her a battalion? No, I didn't. We're going to replenish our battalions, and then we're going to go right into this mission. So, the Battle of the Eagle Line has been a mission that's been hyped up throughout the school year. And it's basically like a huge battle of honor and everything.
Professor.
Anyway, we're going to get extra support points by not skipping the cutscene immediately and just talking and selecting the right option of Edelgard. So this mission, we had to defeat all enemies. It's also a mock battle, so it doesn't matter if our non-main units do get taken out.
I will prevail. Why, thank you. Stay focused.
And yeah, so the first thing, the first part of this mission is pretty set with what to do. But past that point, anything can happen. But right now we're in the, oh! Okay, Ingrid got taken out. That's actually really nice. Wow. I will happily take that.
These Gronder field battles are phenomenal. Honestly, the music is top tier and they're just so much fun.
I need to take out Hilda with the Sword of the Creator. And I'm just going to stick behind Bala for now. Because Blaine actually gives some defense bonus to the unit she stands adjacent to. Okay, I need to see how far I can move. Okay, well. I think I'm going to move here. Can you reach me? No, you can't. Okay, it's very important that I take this unit out. Otherwise, it's just going to go for Linhardt. It's just, yeah. So I'm mainly going on this side of Gronder Field, mainly to take out Felix, because unfortunately Felix is just going to stay still, and I need him to move. And the only way to do that is to get Barloff there. Oh, this is awkward. Okay, I'm just gonna whip out the Sword of the Creator and hope for the best, because Sylvain can do... What are you doing? That's fine. Mercedes will have to respond to me. Oh, heal herself. Cool. I actually need to be in range. That's annoying. Yeah, that is a bit annoying. Oh no, Dudu is going the absolute wrong direction. No, buddy. I need to get rid of the gauntlets for a Vulnerary. We don't want to go up there. Luckily, Thief has way more movement, so we should be able to catch up to him. Alright. Actually, just keep the silver gauntlets there. But that's a bit unfortunate. He just went up there because... Yeah, it's completely wrong direction. Oh no. Yeah, that's bad. Alright. Okay, he can attack me from here. And we use yeah, we need to use Ruptured Heaven. Ruptured Heaven in order to take out the dude, because he's a very tanky boy. Unfortunately, I don't think the archers have moved, which is, yeah, pretty unfortunate. Actually, I don't know, I think everyone has moved except Claude. Which, yeah, we just bait him and then, yeah, finish the whole fight. It's been unfortunate with what happened with Dedu, but that's fine, we made it through the fight.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Rare describes our tactics as pretty versatile. Which yeah. Oh. So I think for consistency's sake, I do have to buy the Armor Slayer, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, I do have to get it.
You look up.
I have to say, all the ignored birthdays do make me laugh a little bit. As we
Yeah,
pass
the
them,
only one we
just,
celebrate is Edelgard's, and only in this route.
Yeah. No birthdays for anybody. We don't have time for birthdays.
Except Edelgard.
Except Edelgard. She's special.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of that and to make room, and then buy the Armor Slayer, which is just right there, actually. And then going to buy some battalions. I had to actually go right down here to get Group Pegasus, then Saurus Archers for Shamir, and then Mercenaries for you. And yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Barth won't hit her her required strength that she needs for this chapter, which is 25 to not buy the Armor Slayer. So for the sake of consistency, I bought one. Just so I can just get through this chapter a lot easily. And get rid of everyone else. We just need Barth and Edelgard.
I will prevail. Stay focused.
So the villagers have gone a bit berserk, and we have to investigate why. The Armor Slayer here just makes short works of both of these Armor Knights. And then I'm just going to use the Sword of the Creator and take out Solon. Very straightforward chapter. It's been unfortunate I did not get the required strength for it, because I had to make the extra detour to buy the weapon I need, but it's okay. So the next month in this, because it's been quite depressing, we had like a kidnapping, villagers have gone berserk. Just not a good time at the academy at the moment. So at the monastery, but what we're going to do is, yeah, just get our have a dance contest.
The best.
And
best.
hold the ball. Yeah. So yeah, the reason why we don't have our birthday on the 12th month, and we said we have it on the 11th month, is so that we actually do get this month twice in comparison to other routes anyway. Oh, no, that's not the correct one. That's the correct one. So we're going to do something pretty special here. We're going to ask Rhea.
May I ask?
Hold on.
A favor with you?
Ask Rhea to go on the quest, and then we're gonna recruit our dancer. So our dancer hasn't been in the party yet, but I have been talking about this person.
Who said
It's not Ingrid.
Yes.
She's gonna be on mission assistance for this.
Great.
It's the guy behind her. It's it's Sylvain.
I've been thinking.
So he joins us because we're a woman, and he's a big womanizer. That is it. And we take this opportunity to give more gifts to Edelgard.
Everyone, still.
Actually, I forgot something. Hold on. Okay. You lost your pen.
Still. How did? Thank you for.
And then, yeah, being able to skip the requirements for recruitment just because you're a woman, it's both funny and pretty sad. But it's also very useful for the speedrun.
Professor?
Yeah, Dancer Sylvain is iconic.
And now I have a dance contest. It's an unskippable cutscene. Oh, wow, we got Lorette. Wow. Get a little break here.
Oh no, not Lawrence.
Let's see who gets votes.
I vote.
Okay, thank goodness Lorenz did not get any votes. Alright, the ball. I'm just gonna do a safety thing with Edelgard here. I was waiting for you.
For me.
Just a little bit of safety just in case I haven't had enough support
I'm
points.
really getting.
Oh, okay. Edelgard wants to see me right away. Okay, we got the C+ support that we need with her. Cool, thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate your.
Guess I didn't really need them, but yeah. So first of all, we're gonna reclass Sylvain to Dancer because he doesn't automatically reclass even though he wins the competition. And then we're gonna set our tea leaves because they actually waste time overall. But yeah, it's really fantastic that we do have the C+ support with Edelgard. All right. So unfortunately, there's some monsters in front of the school, and we gotta take care of them because everyone, well, mainly the students, will be in danger.
To work.
So I guess for once, we've actually been a good professor. Cool. Shamia hit her shot. That's fantastic.
Let us away.
So we're going to do something special here. So we're going to use the hit and run art with Flame. That puts her back, and then use our mission assistance character, Ingrid, to move forward, and that will break the shield
Stay focused.
around the monster. And then we use Sylvain here to dance and give. So dancers. Oh no.
Stay focused.
So dancers give our units an extra turn. I actually should have done this. There we go. That's fixed. Also, our dad's in battle too, so that's pretty cool. Okay,
Ready.
Ingrid goes here.
I'm on it.
I might give Flame this level here, because... Oh, does the exact amount of damage, cool.
To work. So,
Okay, good level. I'm just going to use the gauntlets of safety here.
Never doubted you.
Yeah. Get rid
Yeah,
of
how
that.
is our defense at this point? Has it gotten better?
Oh, sorry, what?
No, it's all right. I was curious if our defense has gotten better. How have the level ups been
I haven't been
overall?
keeping an eye on that, but
Yeah, hopefully.
I would say it'll be a good time for a break now, since we got the main thing honestly out of the way, which is
Awesome.
Edelgard's support. Once I get to this next little thing here,
Perfect. Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
yeah. It's a bit of a sad note to have the break start on this, but Barb is sad because her father is dead, and yeah. just yeah, she's pretty sad. Anyway.
And the music changes. It's so much. All right. So we're going to stop here just for a short bit. We're going to be taking just a 5-minute wellness break here. So this is your cue to make sure that you also get up, stretch your legs, fill your water, absolutely whatever you need, just for the next few minutes. And once we come back, we will continue with more Fire Emblem Three Houses Crimson Flower Route. So once again, just a reminder that we also have a highlights channel, which features standout moments from our Hotfix shows. Remember to use !highlights in Twitch chat to learn more. We'll catch you right after this break. Enjoy and see you on the other side. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to She is Speed. I hope you all had a wonderful little break and got all your stretches in and that you're all hydrated and ready to go. So, right before the break, we were doing some Fire Emblem Three Houses Crimson Flower Route with Aeon Frodo. So, I'm going to let her get right back into it, and we'll keep going through the run.
Yeah, so I'll be ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, we just automatically skipped this month, by the way. Let's go right to the end. So there is a thing with this particular mission where I can one-shot the boss, but it's going to be hard because I need a critical hit. My strength is a bit low, and even if I use the energy drop, I won't be able to one-shot the boss. So, yeah. With just my strength alone. So I need a critical hit. Or I just need Bath to flat out hit. So the boss here is Kronya, and she is very dodgy. She's also voiced by Tails from the Sonic movie. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. So just a little fun fact about this boss, I suppose.
I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I will prevail. Stay focused.
I'm on it.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully we'll get this crit, 18%. I missed, that's bad. Okay then.
Let us away.
I need, you know what, I'm just gonna reset this mission. We just bear off that way. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. It's just like I can't afford to have Flame die there because I actually need her for the 2-turn, or even the 1-turn as well. Just yeah, that miss was really bad. So, fun fact: the hit rates are actually deceiving you. Well, there's a so if the hit rate is higher than 50%, it's actually more than what it appears to be. And if it's under 50%, it's less than what it appears to be. So I have like a 70% hit rate here. We're good here. And this is going to help with my accuracy problems, I think. I'm just going to use that to just guarantee the hit on Kronya here. So now Kronya's gone. And yeah. And here we get trapped in darkness, but then we suddenly turn Super Saiyan. I'm not even kidding. Hold on. Unfortunately, I do have to warp Sylvain up. So when you do the 2-turn here, because I didn't get the crit, I need to move Flame up, and then Edelgard's gonna Gambit Flame and get the stride on, and then we proceed as normal and finish the mission. Yeah, very straightforward ending. Bit unfortunate that I missed Kronya on that first attempt, which is pretty disastrous. But then again, the boss is very dodgy. It's even worse in the Golden Deer category, where the big unfortunate thing about that is you don't get the accuracy ring. So it's actually pretty spooky. To try and hit her.
Nice. Now we get the fun green hair Byleth for the rest of the time.
Yeah. She's now Super Saiyan. And now we get the Enlightened 1 class, which is the class that Bath will be for the rest of the game. Thank goodness I did need to get extra stat points there. With me, my Bath is pretty bad.
It's all
I understand. Technique.
And now we're gonna do something special in this. So we're gonna do a special exploration, which is only part of this route. And we just need to approach Edelgard. Because, we got her support up with her. She says, like,
Perfect. It will take.
I want to go to a special place with you. And we have to say yes to this decision in order to go on the Crimson Flower route.
Thank you.
And you also need a C+ support with her to get this little cutscene here.
From the
And that triggers the option to get the Crimson Flower out. So we now have access to it, but we're not quite on it yet. Oh yeah, and by the way, she was just crowned the new Emperor of Adrestia. So yeah, she's officially a ruler now. By her father. So first of all, before we go into this mission, is we're not going to reclass. We're going to have Shamir steal Edelgard's battalion, because she will need that for the rest of the game. But yeah, it's very important to get that cutscene if you want to go on the Crimson Flower route.
There's the pro tip for all the people who were wondering how to unlock it earlier.
Yeah, that's true too. And we select the last week of the monastery because it automatically skips a week. Anyway, so we're just trying to change our little formation around.
to work.
First thing we're going to do is gamble with Shamir.
I'm grateful.
So Edelgard's actually the boss
Stay
here
focused.
that we had to defeat.
So-
And she's been the Flame Emperor that is wanted and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, she's the
The big plot twist.
I mean, it's more of a bigger plot twist in Golden Deer because there's like very little indication that she is that.
Yes.
The other routes kind of reveal that too early, or yeah. I
Where
definitely
has she
prefer
gone?
the Golden Deer plot twist because you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
There's one like little dialogue that hints towards it, and it's in like every route, but
Professor.
yeah. Anyway, Edelgard is easily defeated because we've got enough strength to be able to take out her HP, and we're not going to get any of the items that we get rewarded with. Now, so this cutscene here, it is really, really important. So it's unskippable for a very good reason. We're here to make our decision whether to go to the Crimson Flower route or the Silver Snow route. Now, we're going to go to the Crimson Flower route. And you selected the correct option for Crimson Flower if you are able to skip the cutscene. Actually, I'm not going to save it just in case I somehow selected the wrong option there. But I'm pretty sure I didn't. So hopefully if I see the next little cutscene here. We're now officially on the Crimson Flower route. Zoom in and just immediately leave because we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're gonna try to take over Garrick Mark. I also should mention that Edelgard has also officially declared war. Which has engulfed the entire continent. It's like the second thing she does as emperor, which is pretty metal. Okay, so we're now gonna get rid of everyone just quickly. Okay, we're gonna be fine with this, hopefully.
Stay focused.
If her battalions if Bar's battalions are in the red, I would replenish them. Just for safety, but we should be good here. This is also the final mission of part 1. Unfortunately, wow, that's bad. Oh, that is bad. Okay then. I really don't want to use my Sword of the Creator here, but I have no choice but to. I don't think I've ever seen Barth not defeat them. Where's the axe dude? I need to get into a position where he's going to attack me. Okay. Yeah. I can't afford him to have him sneak around, sneak around the back way. Because always Edelgard would targeted. And you may have noticed I kept her at level 1. Okay, cool. So Tef is taken out. And we've kept this door key for a while, and the reason why is so we can open this drawbridge. So way back from chapter 6, we've been holding on to that door key, by the way. And now we just go to this tile and wait until the next part of the mission, because unfortunately we can't make it faster. Okay, so Rhea showed up. And now the true objective of this mission is to bop Rhea.
Nice.
So against us, Rhea transforms into a dragon and and sends Barth down a ravine, and she's been sleeping for 5 years. There's going to be a 5-year time gap where everyone has grown up, essentially. They are no longer students, they're their own person. And we get a nice reunion because remember our promise during the dance where we would return to Garrick Mark 5 years later for the 1000th year.
This time skip was so beautiful and fascinating the first time going through it. It's just, it's so good.
Also, I should mention, thanks to the game being updated, the Death Knight has joined us, Jaritza. Spoilers.
Yes.
He only joined you in this route, so pretty cool. And we will be using him. So first of all, I need to check out Edelgard's stuff. So there's a reason why we've kept Edelgard at level 1. And that is so, hold on, I need to make sure I do this properly. And then you promote her to Weaving Rider. Okay, good. Okay, she has decent stats at least, because if she needed to get more stats, I would be very concerned. But yeah, that's all the menu that we need to do. But yeah, a lot of the characters get like massive blow-ups when they get older. I would say the majority of them get like, they just look better.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I love just it brings in so many more like unique outfits and stuff as well, compared to just the monastery uniforms.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Understood.
Anyway, so we're going to move Jaritza and we're going to use actually one of these spells to take out this knight here. We're going to use our dancer to make him move again, and then we're going to bop Judith. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right, that's that mission over. Very quick.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so Dorita makes that mission very quick.
So you had mentioned then also, I guess, he didn't join previous to an update, hey? Like he wasn't always part of your team in this route?
Yeah, so like if you played the game before the update introduced him into the party and made him a unit, yeah, you don't get him. And yeah, I guess it's why it's important. I guess, yeah, having an updated game actually helps out in this case.
Right, yeah.
Usually, when you update a game, usually something gets patched out that's useful for a speedrun. But in this case, something got patched in that's useful for the speedrun. Anyway, because we're on our war trail thing, we're going to take over the alliance. So, yeah. We're going to bop Claude. So the last time I did this on GDQ, I missed a 95% displayed hit on one of the characters here.
Oh no.
And that for true hit, that is like a 99% chance, by the way. It's like a 99.7. So yeah, that was something at 5 a.m. in the morning for me. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway, yeah, sorry about Dorita. He's gone now. He's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, more units still die here. You think we're out of this? Nope. Okay. Hopefully I hit her. Also, wow, her stats are not good. That's really bad for Edelgard, actually. Her speed is extremely concerning. Normally, we don't really care about speed too much, but in this case, we do. Also, I should mention that Edelgard's special weapon here, if you use Raging Storm on it, you get another turn. So you just come up to Claude and say hi and bop him. And that's the mission. We're going to spare Claude because I like him.
I support this decision.
He also like heavily hints Claude's heritage, I suppose, with the dialogue that happens there as well. Him being mixed race and all. But yeah, I should explain Edelgard's why we kept her at level 1 for so long until part 2. So when you go into part 2, characters automatically level up to level 20. So they get 19. So and at the promoted class as well. So they get they get like so much bonus stats. It's actually incredible, which is why we keep the House Lords. This is not just exclusive to Edelgard, but at level 1. Because, yeah, they just get incredibly powerful by part 2. You basically gain the equivalent to level 30 stats at level 20. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And this is only in normal mode as well, which is why we do this run in normal mode as well. Because you just get extra stats, you get extra levels. You don't get that in hard or maddening mode. Anyway, need to move Sylvain. Yeah.
Let's clean up.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
Great for the Empire.
Okay, gonna move Edelgard on this fence. So we're finding some of the nicer Seros here. So some of these units are supposed to be replacement. That archer there is supposed to be Shamir's replacement. It has like, I guess, 6 range, which is stupid. Don't think any other archer in that game has that, but yeah, you gotta defeat the bosses on that map. If you actually beat Satef early, Flame doesn't spawn, and she's technically one of the bosses on the map, so you avoid her completely. And then here we just bop Eloise and Gaze Axe, and then we're done with this mission. That went pretty smoothly because in practice, I've been getting bopped by Satef a lot because he has a chance to land a critical hit on Edelgard, and you have to like go back and do shenanigans.
Gotta love the RNG.
Also, every time Rhea shows up in like Crimson Flower route, like I just get a good like laugh out of her because her lines are so hammy in this, and it's actually great. Like she is so mad, and it's just funny to listen to.
Yeah.
It's a good source of entertainment.
Let's
Anyway, so we get promoted. Edelgard's gets promoted, or well, gets downgraded actually to a worse class.
May I?
I also should have mentioned we actually have Lysithea in our party. We actually recruited her when we defeated her back in chapter 14. And she's actually going to come in handy pretty soon. So before I go into this mission, I am gonna change Edelgard's class pretty quickly back to Weaving Rider.
Yeah, we don't need that fancy class.
No, it's not useful. The only useful promotion that a forced promotion that one of the House Lords gets is Claude's, because it's a flying unit, and flying units are pretty broken in this game. We do the same for Dimitri too in the Blue Lion / Azure Moon route. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. Oh no, not Sophia. She's fine. And then
Let's clean up. I'm great.
so we're gonna stride first. Hopefully this gambit hits. Good. If it doesn't, we would have issues.
I am the king.
We take out Rodrigue, which is Felix's father. Felix is just right there as well, so there's nothing you can do. He's been
What's the plan?
was it dazed? Like, yeah. So when you're in that condition, you can't move. So yeah. Ugh. Okay. Oh, my speed has gone up drastically. That's nice.
I'm awake.
Gonna move Linhart, and then we're gonna charge Sylvia. She's gonna take out a horse. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to land a hit on that.
Let's make this quick.
That's my strategy.
Okay, that's
What's the
not
plan?
good. Okay, good. As long as we take Felix down, he needs to be taken down this turn.
For the
Oh yeah, I need to move you up.
I'm awake.
Okay. So we're gonna warp. You. Oh, okay, good. So that's where we see Linhart's warp range, and it's very important that he has enough warp to be able to get us to where we need to be. Oh, I don't need the extra vulnerary. Whoops. And hopefully this hits the Titanus. Okay, cool. It did. Excellent. Very important. And then we unite. Okay, good. Edelgard didn't die there. This mission is actually really scary. Okay, so I need to move Shamir. So what we're going to do here is actually break the armor of the Titanus in order to get the Argentum format. Because we've been using a lot of Raging Storm, and we will eventually run out and need more of it. And then here... Oh, Agnifium. That's right. That's what's called. Okay, good. Wow, Edelgard has really gotten a lot of speed. That's very fortunate.
That's good.
Yeah, so normally we don't really care about speed because our units gain speed anyway. But Edelgard in particular needs more speed because her base class is an armor class. So she doesn't get a lot of benefit from, getting those auto levels up from level 20.
Yeah, once again, it's just amazing to see how fast you fly through every single one of these stages.
Yeah, well, this one's not particularly fast, unfortunately. This one is actually really scary. It's probably the scariest mission in the entire run. Because a lot can go wrong. This will be the last question we answer. We're obviously going to answer it wrong so we don't get too much experience. We get alert stance, which is going to be pretty useful for Edelgard. It's basically if you wait on a spot, you get like the avoid benefit, so you get extra avoid and don't die. Well, hopefully don't die. And Rhea has gone into her battle outfit and reveals that she is Saint Zeros. Which is the lady from the beginning of the first cutscene in the game that you see. So I guess spoilers.
It's such a good outfit too.
Let's clean up.
Okay, so I need to gambit you.
What's my strategy?
And we're basically on the field of battle where we see what we see at the beginning of the game. I need to move you.
What's the plan?
We're gonna dance for Edelgard. Going to use our last Raging Storm for now. So yeah, the Emir has broke, but we've got our tools to repair that. Oh, thank goodness I got enough speed for the next mission. That's very, very good to see. And I'm going to Brave Axe you. If I get one more point speed, it's even better. Hold on. I need you.
Let's make this quick.
Hold on. So if I didn't have enough warp range with Linhart, I would have to promote him to Bishop, but fortunately I do. And we're just going to take out the do with Lucifia because magic is very good against armored units. Okay, the Linhart getting taken out is expected. Oh god, this is not good. Did Mercedes survive? Oh, this is really bad. This is taking so long. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if
Must pull through.
ugh. Okay, good. So Mercedes has an ability called Miracle, and based on her luck stat, a quarter of her luck stat gives her like a percentage chance to survive fatal hits. So that is very annoying to deal with in a speedrun. But yeah, Aelagard easily takes out Dimitri, and we're off.
Nice.
Thank goodness. That could have gone extremely badly regarding Mercedes right there. Yeah, Mercedes is, yeah, usually the worst thing about that mission.
That's a wild ability too. Whew.
Yeah, Miracle, yeah. It's a very powerful ability. And it's the one reason why the Silver Snow route sucks, because the final boss in that route is a monster, and 3 out of the 4 HP bars have Miracle on them at a 30% activation rate.
Oh, good.
That's why Silver Snow sucks.
That's all you need to know, folks.
Yep. Yep, and 3 out of the 4 HP bars as well. Yep.
Yikes. That sounds fun. Yeah.
Yep. Well, the final boss here is a monster too. We're fighting Sylvain here. Gotta repair Aelagard's axe.
Thanks a bunch.
And we're ready to go. Oh, I zoom in sometimes. Hold on. That is not correct. That is correct. There we go. We need to stride Aelagard first.
What's my strategy?
I went the wrong way.
What's the
Okay,
plan?
there we go. Yeah, so this is the final mission. So time will be when I that's the wrong weapon. Hold on. Organize my thoughts here. So time will be when the screen fades to black after mission complete and all that. But yeah, we're gonna use Raging Storm. Gonna do it over and over again. Dismount. No, we're gonna smash. Raging Storm. We're going to dismount because we actually have enough speed, so we don't have to go through the canter animation. So unfortunately, Ymir breaks here, but we've taken out enough HP bars where we only have 1 HP bar to go. Bye, Sylvain. And yeah, that's the final chapter. And time is now.
Wow.
Yeah, the final mission is very easy when you have an axe that you can like continuously get turns from.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
When humanity stands
Yeah,
alone
that's why
and
the Crimson
people reach out
Flower
for
route is
food,
very appealing, because
there's
you
no
just
need
get
for
so
gods.
many turns in part 2 thanks to
Your reign of
Aelagard's axe.
tyranny is over.
Mhm.
Actually pretty cool.
The time has come. I'm ending this once and for all.
But yeah, if you are, into this, into this game, there's obviously a Fire Emblem speedrunning Discord, and yeah, there's a lot of people that are willing to help. I kind of learned 3 houses from scratch. I never really speedran a Fire Emblem game before, and it's pretty fun. This route is the shortest, and it is pretty fun, yeah. And also, one cute thing about this route is Barth actually gets her blue hair back, and her heart is gonna, she realizes that her heart is beating. So that's a pretty major thing, as Barth's heart doesn't beat. Thanks to, I guess, shenanigans involving her birth. But yeah, there's a variety of routes you can learn. Obviously, you can learn this route. You can learn, if you want to learn a shorter route, the Ashen Wolves route, if you have the DLC, you can learn that. And there's also, a bunch of cool other routes to learn. And I'm looking forward to running this in a future marathon called RPG Learn Break. It's going to be fun. I also, on my channel, I run like a lot of RPGs. So I'll be mainly practicing for the upcoming RPG Learn Break. And de-rusting and hopefully getting better and more consistent times. But thanks for Lana and everyone at GDQ for having me here. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's so great to have you on, Aeon. And everyone, let's give a huge round of applause once again for completing the Crimson Flower route in an astounding 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 46 seconds. As someone with like way more than 20 times that amount, even more, way more, that is wildly impressive to see.
Yeah.
So
I would say like, no, some things didn't go right in this run, but some, it's important to adapt and everything, especially when things do go wrong in runs.
totally, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so incredibly impressive. It was such a joy to have you on, and also to have Lori on earlier with Octopath Traveler. Make sure to check out both of our runners. I will be dropping all their information in chat very shortly. So this is the end of our stream for today. Yet another episode of She is Speed, our lovely show where we feature women in speedrunning who run games with female protagonists. Today was our tactical strategy day, and I hope y'all had loads of fun hanging out here. A couple quick announcements before we close up. Once again, Frame Fatales is over, but you can catch the VODs on our YouTube channel. Flame Fatales was incredible, raised a load of money for Malala Fund, so make sure to check out those VODs. So many wonderful, wonderful runs by some incredible runners. Also tune in this weekend for a Ratchet and Clank relay and the absolutely flowery Pathless Journey. Sure to be incredible events, so make sure to check those out. Also, remember to tune in tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for Game Masters, a show about speedruns and speedrun-adjacent content where people show off their mastery of gaming, followed by Time Capsule, a show about speedruns of games that were released in the same year. Once again, it has been such a joy. My name is Lana Roos. I've been your host for this wonderful evening. We'll catch you in another 2 weeks for more She is Speed. Stick around after this short break and we'll be heading out on a raid. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll catch you next time.